Rowlett truly is amazing. Alola everyone, Treyman1 here. We're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon anime review over the new episode 142. Let's go. Continue the Ash versus Kukui battle, which is actually a 4-part fight. So this is the second part. I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts and summary on this episode. The battle continues with Lycanroc versus Braviary, and I gotta say, I like that they actually show, how does countering rock type moves work. Because, a lot of rock type moves are physical moves, and it doesn't make sense because, like, Rock Slide, they're throwing rocks, so why is it not a special attack? But here we get to see, Lycanroc can physically counter the rocks and throw them back to Braviary, which is pretty good since it's sending rock type moves back to a flying type 2 times more than it would have hit Braviary at first. So, yeah, that's pretty good. We also get to see the move Sky Drop in the anime for the first time, and I gotta say, it's pretty amazing how it was shown off. Lycanroc uses Bite on Braviary, and Braviary just shoots up into the sky. Even with Lycanroc munching on his leg, Braviary's still flying at full speed, taking Lycanroc up. And Lycanroc is a pretty light Pokemon, so, the lighter the Pokemon, the more it's going to affect them. So Lycanroc actually takes a lot of damage from this. And we see just how much damage this move does, sending Lycanroc down, throwing it to the ground. But our boy Lycanroc is a champion, so he's not going down without a fight. To be honest, I actually thought Lycanroc was going to win this battle. Like, he used Stone Edge, and it has a lot of super effective moves. But Braviary had counters to all these moves, which makes a lot of sense because Kukui could really prepare for this fight since, basically, Ash is kind of like his son in this series, if you think about it. So, he knows all Ash's Pokemon, all of his strategies, and all of his moves. So, it's pretty easy for Kukui to prepare for this battle. And, of course, Ash will go for Lycanroc against Braviary because it's super effective, which I believe is the reason why Kukui taught Braviary Superpower, a super effective move to Lycanroc, which after taking this attack, Ash is about to return it, but Lycanroc still stands up, and I'm like, yes, let's go, champion Lycanroc. But sadly, Lycanroc faints in the end. And I gotta say, Lycanroc Dust Form is my favorite. Like, heck, it's literally on my channel profile, so it's so sad to see that it had to go down so early, but it's still the champion at the end of the day. It fought hard against this Braviary. And it's Kukui, for crying out loud. The strongest trainer in Alola, probably. But we'll actually find out that answer after this battle, which I'm hoping Ash wins. I have full faith that Ash will win. Next up comes literally the best bird. Like, oh my gosh. Rowlet still holds on. Like, I was kind of scared for this episode because I didn't think Rowlet was going to get a win. But this episode proved me wrong. Rowlet got a win. Basically, Rowlet wore Braviary's damage down some more, basically by continuously using Seed Bomb. Yes, Braviary countered a few, but many of them, it was too fast for Braviary to counter, so it got hit in the face with Seed Bomb. No, it also took Bite and counter from Lycanroc as well, so it did take quite a lot of damage. And in the final clash, it was Brave Bird versus Superpower. And Rowlet dodges the Superpower and lands one more hit on Braviary, knocking it out of bounds and causing it to crash to the ground, leading for a faint. Then Kukui brings out Venusaur, which I'm liking Kukui's team, by the way. Like, in the games, they mention how Kukui took on the Kanto League and stuff, so I would have expected him to have a Kanto Pokemon, at least a starter. So it's cool to see that Kukui has Venusaur. But a lot of the Sinnoh Pokemon did catch me off guard because I never heard anything about Kukui going to the Sinnoh region. But hey, I'm down with it if he went. He's a professor after all. He probably been through a lot. And we all may think it's over for good old Rowlet, but no, Rowlet shows just how amazing this thing is. When it gets caught up in Venusaur's bulb, not being able to escape, Venusaur decides to go from Solar Beam, which I'm pretty sure is most powerful coming directly from the bulb, since that's where it gets its solar energy. So this Solar Beam would take Rowlet out in an instant. But Bird got a few tricks up his sleeves, using Feather Dance to shed its cloth and its feathers and dodging the freaking Solar Beam. Like, I love how Rowlet learned Feather Dance. I'm glad Rowlet isn't like those other starters and other Pokemon that keep Tackle throughout the whole series. Nope, it got rid of Tackle for an actual good moveset in my opinion. And I really do love that Rowlet kept his, the Decidueye outfit. One thing I didn't like was when Hawlucha came in with the outfit and just threw it away. I'm like, no, Hawlucha, wear the outfit, fight in the outfit. So I'm glad that Rowlet is actually using his outfit in this battle. That's so amazing. Especially since, after the Howl battle, Nano's like, oh, I'll give it back to you. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I just thought, okay, he was just saying that. But nope, here it is back again for the final fight. And Rowlet does do good. It tries to Brave Bird, but of course Sludge Bomb hits it. And Sludge Bomb is a super effective poison type move, so it takes a lot of damage from that. And 3 more Vine Whips. Also love the reaction by Ash and everyone after Rowlet faints. It's like, it just looked like to me, Ash was like, dang it, Rowlet, I was relying on you in this battle and stuff. It's like, I feel like Ash was going to use Rowlet for a lot more in this fight, but sadly Rowlet went down. And it's just so cool seeing, how everybody was so sad for Rowlet going down. But to avenge his fallen brother, out comes Torracat, blast Torracat at that. I was shocked to see that, it still had the blast burn within it. What it seems to be is that Ash actually was calling it out again just to check on it to see if, it could actually use the Fire Blast power that it received. Which he does a pretty good job at using this power. Basically, Venusaur catches it, kind of like how Sylveon caught Fletchinder, and it uses Fire Fang on the, basically, Vine so that the fire could travel down to Venusaur. And destroys Venusaur after one more Fire Blast, which is like, yes, let's go. Kukui's next Pokemon is Empoleon, and from what Kukui says about Empoleon swims around the world searching sea currents, I feel like that's what Kukui's Empoleon's been doing all this time. Like, because, we never really see Kukui's Pokemon except for Braviary, Incineroar, and Lucario. Like, I just feel like this is what Empoleon's been doing, and this is why we haven't seen it. I don't know what the heck Venusaur was doing. Maybe he was studying the forests. Like, Braviary could easily fly around and fly home easily, so that's no problem. And yeah, so it kind of makes sense, he's a professor after all, so he has to do research. So I'm guessing that's his Pokemon were doing such throughout, Ash's journey and everything. But our boy Pikachu comes out to battle this Empoleon and does pretty good for the most part. What I really love about this battle is that, like, we get to see just how much joy Ash and Kukui have. Like, seeing the moments of them just smiling, laughing, and, shouting and cheering really shows how wholesome the relationship between these two are. Because, since episode 1, Kukui took Ash in, and freaking, they promised a battle in episode 2. Ash battled Kukui 3 times throughout the series, but didn't know it was him. And battled alongside Kukui as well, but didn't know it was him. So, it's all coming together. Like, I really do love this battle so much because it's all coming together with, Kukui teaching Ash. Ash being the reason Kukui wanted to build the league. Kukui reaching his goal. Both Ash and Kukui reaching their goal. Ash won the league. Kukui made a league, and now they're fighting it out in the end. It's a really wholesome battle. And it's so nice that Delia's here as well. Just like seeing the scene with both Delia and Burnett. Especially Burnett, because Burnett is like Ash's second mom. Because Burnett took care of Ash. And, she's married to Kukui, so she loves both of these boys. Like, yeah, Delia is mostly here cheering on Ash, but she does have to thank Kukui as well for, taking Ash in, letting him stay with him throughout the entire series and stuff. So, it's a really nice and wholesome scene. Sadly, Pikachu did not do as much in this battle because it got confused by Whirlpool. And in the end was returned, which, that's okay, because Pikachu's coming out and that's going to fight Tapu Koko. And so, I'm really excited and pumped for that. But after this comes out Melmetal. And I'm sitting there like, please, don't be the next Torterra and Noivern. Come on, Melmetal. You gotta get a... Which Melmetal does good against Empoleon. Especially since Kukui and Empoleon literally don't know what to do against this thing. And it's like, it's nice that they sped up Double Iron Bash's animation. And it makes sense why it was slow, because it just evolved and, it wasn't used to its form. So literally the scene that we got with Ash and Melmetal training was really important because it got to show us, yeah, Ash just needed to train Melmetal a bit. It got used to his form, and now, it's fully powered. So it's out here doing great things, which I really love. Which Melmetal just takes the hits easily. Like, literally, Whirlpool just goes right through it. It's like, I seen a joke on Twitter where Melmetal was like, oh, thanks for the bath, buddy. It was hilarious. And we got a new meme image with Empoleon turning and looking at us. Sort of like how Rowlet does in Sun and Moon. When you're in battle and Rowlet just turns and looks at, like, the screen, like, are you kidding me? Like, there's an image going around where Rowlet's fading a Groudon and looks back. So it's like, it's a cool comparison image right there. But yeah, Melmetal really shows his power with one more Double Iron Bash to Empoleon, literally sending it flying back to Kukui, which also Melmetal's ability, Iron Fist, boosts off punching moves, which Double Iron Bash is a punching move. So it really did take a lot of damage in this fight, which is like, whoa, my gosh. And even though Kukui got knocked down by Empoleon, he screams like, oh, I'm loving this battle. I love all the surprises. This is a real Pokemon battle, which it's just so nice to see Kukui reach his dream and that these two are fighting it out at the end. Like, this is just so wholesome to me because it's literally a sum up of the whole series of Ash and Kukui's relationship, you know, with Kukui taking care of Ash, like I said, teaching Kukui about leagues and stuff. It all came together. Literally, Sun and Moon's motto, it all comes together. Here it is right now in the anime. But then after that, Incineroar comes out and kind of wipes the floor with Melmetal. Melmetal does pretty good. But we've seen how powerful Incineroar is, and literally it blocks Double Iron Bash. And uses Blast Burn on Melmetal, which is like, my God. Melmetal was sitting there looking like it was about to melt down. And I'm just like, oh shoot, like goodness gracious. And Melmetal goes down and probably understands just how Greninja felt after the Kalos League Finals. Ash and Kukui then call out their next two Pokemon, which are Naganadel and Lucario. And this is where the episode to be continues. But I gotta say, I love Naganadel's personality so much. Just because it evolved, you know, didn't change his personality. You see Naganadel and you think, oh yeah, this is big, giant, scary dragon. But look at Naganadel, it just turns and smiles, just like how Poipo and starts dancing around. Like, I love this so much that it kept his personality. Just imagine if it came back all rude and like strict and like scary and stuff like a monster. I'm so glad Naganadel's here acting just like how Poipo used to. Also, we found out that Naganadel learned X-Scissor, which is a pretty nice move for Naganadel. I can't wait to see all of his other moves. We know Thunderbolt, X-Scissor, probably knows Dragon Pulse, and I'm guessing maybe Toxic for the final move, because it knew Toxic as a Poipo. It also knew like Fury Attack. I'm pretty sure it doesn't know Fury Attack anymore though. It's probably gonna know Toxic at the end of the day. But yeah, Tapu Koko is actually watching Ash versus Kukui, so it's planning on coming down to fight Pikachu. I'm guessing it knew like here wasn't the right time because, yeah, you know, Pikachu wasn't out in the fight for long. Maybe it felt like it noticed that Pikachu came out and that's when it came to view this battle. But since Pikachu was returned, it's gonna sit and wait until Pikachu comes back out to battle again. But I gotta say, this is a really nice and wholesome fight from Ash and Kukui. One of the, like, my favorite fights in the series. Because, for one, it's a 4-parter. Like, we've never got a 4-part battle, and that's so wild. The closest we got was a 3-parter in Ash versus Paul, which is still, to this day, in my opinion, the best Pokemon battle ever. I don't think this battle is good, but I don't think it'll top it. Like, that battle had so much emotion in it. This one has a lot of happy emotions. That one had, like, a lot of tense, scared, you know, it was just a whole emotional episode, like 3-parter in itself. So Ash versus Paul, to this day, is still the best battle in the series in my opinion. But this battle is still pretty amazing and nice. Animation's been smooth, especially for next week's episode. Oh my gosh, that preview looks amazing. And I just really can't wait because it's a Masaki Awan episode. And Masaki Awan, of course, goes hard on his episodes. Like, his animations are amazing. I love his work and I can't wait to see it. But as for my prediction for the rest of this battle, I see Naganadel destroying Lucario, and Incineroar coming out possibly using the Z move. Now, I know Ash versus Tapu Koko is a Z move clash. Like, but here's the thing, though. Kukui has his Fire MZ in, and Ash has his Electro MZ in. So, Fire MZ or an Incineroar MZ, actually. So, I don't know. Maybe Incineroar will just defeat Naganadel regularly, like, not by Z move. And they're both saving their Z moves for Pikachu versus Tapu Koko. But yeah, in the comment section down below, let me know what you all think is going to happen next. What do y'all think of this battle so far? I'd really like to hear. Thank you all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. TreyMan1. Peace out.